This week I give a breakdown of the Eras tour and give my honest opinion. Have I been converted to a SWIFTie?
Plus, we talk about all the drama with It Ends With Us and Chappell Roan.
Love Island USA taking over the UK.
And our thoughts on every couple from Love Is Blind.
Ooh.
Hello and welcome back to Pop-Off Podcast, the podcast where we tell you what's been popping off in pop culture this week. I'm Lewys.
And I'm Isla.
Remember to subscribe so you never miss an episode and comment down below your thoughts on anything we speak about. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are we? Sorry, this is like...
It's okay, don't worry, don't stress. I don't want to say the D word, but the weather.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. Oh, my God. No, because every time it gets towards Carnival, you just know that summer's just basically over.
But also, it doesn't help that it's literally, like, miserable. Like, I can't, like, this weather isn't even fun.
And it gets dark at 8 p.m.
Yes, last night, I went out last night and I was, like, leaving at 8:30 and it was pitch black. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was getting ready and I was like, I can't use the daylight.
It's over.
Literally. But like, summer as a whole has just been, like...
Summer's been
Yes.
Yeah. Literally, I haven't felt like anything in the UK has happened.
No, nothing. Literally. And I'm just like, just over it, really.
But yeah.
Where did you go last night?
I went to Gay Times' 40th birthday party.
Oh, I was at the box and so many people were there.
Wait, I almost went to the box and then I went home.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Who at the box with?
Who was even there? Like, I went with, do you know, like, Mark, who I done the show with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the DJ. And then, like, just, like, other people.
Where were you before?
At Nix's party. Have you been in the Stormzy house
No, I
party
haven't
thing?
been in. How was
my
it?
God, it's so cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's so sick. Like, I just thought it was one floor at first and I was like, oh my God, this is like so tiny, whatever. But like, you walk in, you've got like proper landing, like not landing, but like entranceway, whatever. You have the kitchen. In the kitchen, I'll show you, yeah. They have like actual like, you know, like, and everything's like kind of 2000s as well. Like
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen videos and stuff and there's like secret rooms and like...
Yeah, there's like a door, there's like a shelf that's a door and things like that. And you can play games on that floor. And then in the bedroom, they've got the karaoke room. And then they've got like a basement and they've got an attic. And guess who I saw that? Wait, it's so random.
Who?
Landon Barker.
At the Knicks thing?
Yeah.
What?
I know. It was really, really weird. But yeah, apparently like he's like a proper Knicks like ambassador or some shit.
Huh?
Yeah. And I saw the girl with like that has 3 ears.
I don't know who you're
Have you not seen her on
talking
TikTok?
about.
And she has like 3 ears.
Like, actually?
No.
Oh. I didn't realize, because you can go to the house party thing for free. You just have to RSVP on the website. Like, well, I think it's free prior to 7 p.m. and then £10 after 7 p.m.
That's all right though.
Yeah, and also, but I watched someone's TikTok about it. Like, she did like a whole... God bless the girls who go on a night out and give you like a full 8-minute and you know everything what to do. Because I'm going to Mykonos on Wednesday.
Are you?
Yes.
Fun.
And I was trying to work out the best way to do Scorpios.
Oh, just ask me.
I know what I was because usually like the girls like, but of course fucking for Scorpios and Mykonos, the girls are too bougie and they want to do like montage to music like with like low lighting clips. I need the London girls who will fucking give you an 8-minute debrief of every single thing that you need to know about Stormzy's house party, the website you need to go to, what time you need to get there, what time you need to apply, how often, what days you should go. This is the secret room here. This is how much for a drink. If you want to do the karaoke,
I should have done that.
Like, and I was like, thank you to this girl who did a whole 8-minute video. And I try and find the same for like the bougier places and they want to be like all like low key and secret.
That's funny because I was actually going to do a video about like Scorpios and anyone that wants to know, you need to book a table.
It's
like,
okay, I booked one.
Because we went for dinner and then, but I don't know what time we went for dinner because we went for dinner, literally just walked in. But then as soon as like we were finished dinner and like people started to come in and it started to become a party, we went outside and oh my God, the queue, the hustle and bustle, like it's like a herd of cows outside.
I saw that on TikTok as well when I was searching it. But then I'm like, if
But
I
those
have
are
a
people with
booking,
reservations as well.
yeah, that's what I was like, if I have a booking and still have to wait in that queue, that is actually fucked up. Like,
and like it's scary. Like the
Yeah.
people, and they're like everyone there is like rich, and it's not just like do you know what I mean? Like just the scatty people outside. Like these are people with just their like Chanels and Birkins, just like outside, like trying to get in, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
I should be a robber.
That's anyway, I don't even know how we got onto... Oh, we're talking about Stormzy's house party thing. Yeah, I didn't realise that, like, you can literally just apply and go for free. And the girl said that because it's apparently £7 after 7 p.m. But she was like, you want to get there before 7 anyway, because like if you want to get in the queue for the karaoke and actually have an explore before it gets really busy.
Karaoke at school.
Then you want to get there before 7 anyway, so you might as well go for free.
Oh my god!
So those are your tips. Thanks to the girl on TikTok who was so kind to put it all down into one condensed thing.
I'm very traumatized though from the box.
Oh wow!
I did see a guy put a toilet brush up his bumhole.
Oh.
And smother poo everywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would have been real poo. I know it's not, but it did look like it. It was actually very traumatizing.
I haven't been to the box for ages.
Really?
Actually, no, I have. I just always can't remember anything.
Yeah, no.
Wait, no, that's a lie. I kind of, yeah. We went to All Points East as well.
We did. Did you enjoy it?
No. No, I didn't.
Why?
Do you know what? No, I will say. Well, I mean, I arrived late as it fucking was, so I was pissed off that I fucking missed Nancy Fox. Then,
he was shit.
Okay, well, then I wanted to see Victoria Monet so badly, but we saw our friend who couldn't find her friends and had no service, so I was like, I'll wait with you until we find your friends. By the time I found the friends, got a drink and stuff, Victoria Monet had like 10 minutes left, and then it was still like a 10-minute walk to the Thames stage. So
huge.
we spun Victoria Monet off, which really fucking pissed me off. Saw Thames, wow. I'm someone who is not.
You haven't seen it yet?
Never seen her live. I don't even really listen to her. I wouldn't even say I'm a casual fan of Thames. Like I could name you. Before All Points East, I could name you 2, max 3 of her songs, and like that's probably through TikTok. Wow, she converted me into a fan. She was incredible. She's literally all I've been listening to since All Points East. She really converted me.
No, she's amazing. She's just got this like presence and energy that just like owns the stage. Like she doesn't obviously dance or anything like that, but she just like moves like
literally
like
exactly
this.
how I was going to explain. And you could tell like the energy she gave is like she gave a fuck about giving a good performance and like wanting to like make sure everyone there is having a good time and all that. Like it was like she felt like she was like hungry to like give a good performance, but in a way that wasn't like desperate, because her songs doesn't give that vibe. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like it's fucking like some like pop singer jumping up and down doing flips and stuff. Like she was just so cool and effortless. And then I went to Kaytranada. I'm sorry, I was not listening to what everybody on Twitter was listening to because I thought it was shit. I left halfway through.
Really?
Well, no, like 3/4 of the way through. Like I genuinely was like, Kaytranada is like one of my most listened to artists on my Spotify. Huge Kaytranada fan. And I don't know if it was like the sound system or maybe it was just like the place and the crowd I was in. The energy was just off and like I just wasn't enjoying it. And I sometimes feel like when it's like a DJ set like that, like, and it's a huge, I feel like I kind of felt that way at Fisher. It's hard to like, I feel like for DJ sets, you want to be a bit more like intimate and enclosed. And like, I find it quite hard to get into sets in crowds that big.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But I was really disappointed on the set because I was so looking forward to seeing him live and I just didn't deliver.
By the time got to Kaytranada, so I really enjoyed All Points East because I got there really, not really early, but fairly early. Like, I got there at like 3-4, which is early for me. I always usually get to things at like 7. And then like you spend the whole time, as you say, just like running around. If a friend's in like need and that, you kind of just got there, but then you have to chill with the friend and then do this and do that and you waste your own time and then you start getting pissed off and then your mood goes down and up and down and all that. But like by the time I got to like Kaytranada, like I was just like that drunkenness where I was just like running around everywhere. And then I went to the bar. I don't really remember. I remember one song really, and then yeah, that's about it. To be honest.
One thing I will say is I was so drunk.
Oh yeah, but when I saw you, you'd already down a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I had 2 bottles of wine. This is in the festival. Well, in the cab to the festival and in the festival. 2 bottles of wine, 2 double vodka Red Bulls, and 2 glasses of champagne and 3 White Claws.
Oh my god!
In the space
over the next day.
In the space of 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. I had that, and then I was so drunk I was throwing up. Like I made myself throw up. Down so much water and I still wasn't getting sober and I was just like I need to go home. I actually wasn't.
Well, you say that, but then I saw you at
no, I Shoreditch House. That was when I was down in the water and throwing up.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to Shoreditch House and I was like, oh, I'm not at a festival
same.
anymore, and everyone is kind of like tipsy vibes because it was like 11 p.m.
Yeah, but like you know, the room was actually going off at Shoreditch House.
I didn't realize. That fucking guy, what's his name? He has a song Kaytranada and he was up playing at All Points East, was doing a DJ set literally 2 meters away from where I stood and I had no fucking idea.
Yeah. That's the thing with like Shoreditch House though. You kind of like, it was just so, and like everyone like that was in like round the pool was just like, okay, why am I here sort of vibes. But I don't think they knew about like the other room.
Yeah, I had no idea. But yeah.
Okay, that's really loud.
That was All Points East.
There was a lot of people that.
Oh my god, it was like a gathering of oomphs. Like like everywhere I looked, I was like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person.
Oh really?
Like, did you not think? Because like
that...
one of my friends, it means like you've like you would like it's got the same description, the same. Just what's the word? The same definition as like mutuals. Like we follow each other on Instagram and like we're oomphs. Oomph stands for one of my friends.
Oh, I thought oomph was like an oomph.
No, it's like that's oomph.
Oh my god, do you know who I saw last night?
Who?
Theo James.
In the box?
Yeah, well, like coming out.
Oh. Was he hot? Really?
Oh my god. Let me not say too much.
Oh, speaking about celebrities, I wore this jacket today because I don't know if everyone's seen Harry Styles was wearing this jacket yesterday. So I was like, oh, let me put it on.
Are you a Harry Styles fan?
No, I'm not. But I was just like, I have that jacket. Let me wear it tomorrow.
That's so funny. What's like a Harry Styles, like, what are the Harry Styles fans called?
I don't know. Let me Google it. Stylers. Stylists.
Stylists.
I wonder if they're still called directioners.
No, surely not.
Oh my god, I was right. The Stylers. That is the worst fan name.
That is the worst
fan
name. We're talking about fan names.
Oh, Isla's now a SWIFTIE.
Oh, guys, she converted me. She really, really did. Okay, I'm going to give you the whole rundown because people have been dying for it.
Start to finish.
She came on time, which isn't good for me because I'm always fucking late everywhere. So she came on at like 6:45, 7 o'clock. I went on the Monday, which was the 7th day. And like, just a rundown of me and my attitude, my previous attitude towards Miss Taylor Swift. I was definitely a hater. I was a hater of like the Swifties. I was a hater of Taylor Swift. Like, I could never really get into her music. But then the opportunity came to go and see her. So I just wanted to see like what this shit is all about, right? So yeah, everything was like getting in was really smooth, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah, like all that, when I went in, she was playing like all her, like her bait, TikTok songs. So like I could just like sing along. I was like, shit, like, I kind of know the words to all of this. Her stage presence is something else. It is. I'm sorry. My thing is, with Taylor Swift, I feel like everyone has a bit of basic white bitch inside of her, inside of them, and that's what Taylor Swift feeds. She feeds like a basicness inside of you, and like it's just like, yeah, I feel like just everyone has it.
And it was so. You would sit and listen to Taylor Swift now?
Yeah. Oh my god, I've just been non-stop listening to her. Like my favourite song that I really, really enjoyed from what she played was, I'll get up for you. It's just like, and like I just love how uncohesive like her outfits are. Like it's so fucking awful. But like I feel like when you're like, for people that can't like really dress and stuff, like it's just that sort of like sexy and hotness that like is a lot.
I'll play the video over if you're watching so you can see. This is what you're describing as great stage presence.
Okay, maybe not that.
And then I listen. I'm not a Taylor Swift hater. I don't. Oh
yeah, you're not.
What I will say about her is that I've never it is literally like Beatlemania. Like it's insane the amount of people she can gather in one room continuously for like 2 years to sell out that many stadiums and have people react in a way that I've never seen them in my time living react to a celebrity before. Like these girls go crazy for Taylor Swift.
There was 2 minutes of people shouting. Like she does this thing, and like she is an actress, right?
Yeah.
She does it like she goes like.
Maybe not if you've actually watched her acting in films and stuff, but she's an actress on stage.
Yeah, she's like a whole persona, right? And like the way that's what I'm saying about it's stage presence. So like she's a literal persona that people feed into, and like she was like playing the piano, whatever like that segment is. Like, I'm not that much of a Swiftie yet, but yeah, like she's playing the piano, and then she like gets up, and then like people are like screaming, shouting, yeah, and she's like, and then like. For 2
and it's like,
minutes,
bitch, you've had this every single night for 2 years. You are not shocked.
I know, and it's so funny because I was like to the guy who was like a proper Swiftie like next to me, and I was like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, that people do it, like they do it every night, and like she goes like this, and then like she's like takes out her like earpiece, and she's like, London, and then like people were doing it for 2 whole fucking minutes of shouting, and like I'm just like, you guys are fucking insane, but at the same time like I low-key like love it. But yeah, no, she's just like, she's literally an actress, and then like for 2 whole minutes, imagine like someone singing happy birthday for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That is literally what it was
Every
like.
night for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years, and you just like acting like it's so like happy about it. Like it's just it's like a bit of like mentally like fucking insane. But that's what I kind of like.
No,
though.
yeah, that's what I mean. I will give it to her that it's absolute insanity that one person can hold that much power over people. Like, clearly she has something which people see in her. I just hate the comparisons of like greatest of all time, crazy this, when like you actually break down the performance and it's just her on stage going like,
yeah, no, definitely.
and it's like you compare it to like people like, okay, to like a comparable scale like Beyoncé and the amount of years and time and craft that Beyoncé has put into her career and performance on stage, or even like smaller artists who perhaps like aren't like next level comparable, but people like Victoria Monet who are like put so much craftsmanship into their work and so much like into their lyricism and the staging and the roots and the messages that like are in their songs and on their stages and stuff. And then you have this girl go on stage in a mismatched outfit like pointing her finger around a crowd and people go crazy and call her the greatest artist of all time. That is my only beef with it. I don't actually have beef with people being a fan of her or people going and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I just wish that the acclaim that she has could go to people who, and I know people are going to be in the comments saying, well, actually, she does this and this and that and that. I genuinely don't think that she can put out the amount of albums she has put out in recent years with the amount of songs on those albums and the lyrics on those albums, and you can still sit there and look me in my face and say that they all have deep meanings and all this kind of shit. It's quite clearly a cash grab. Sorry. But yeah, I do think that like you probably would have a good time at the Eras tour as you did. It's just like when people are like,
yeah, but that just comes down to her being a white girl. The music industry being run by white people. Like that's it, really. Like, you know, like that. Yeah, that's the bottom line. Like the whole like of like, because black people would be dominating the whole of the music industry if like everything, if the power and the money was in their hands.
100%.
Do you get it?
Because they do it the best.
Exactly, but it's not, and it's in the white people's hands. So obviously, like, and it's like, to be able to do all of this, you need to have money. She was born into money, like, no, not money, but like, you know, you're born into privilege already above everyone else. So you're going by just being white. You know, so like that's just like the way the cookie crumbles, and I do not agree with it at all. And I would never say that she's ever better than Beyonce. Like it's not that good.
Yeah, and I also don't think it's necessarily like. I mean, apparently the Eras tour, like, if the Eras tour comes to like your city or country or whatever, it like boosts your country and city's economy.
Do you know how much it boosted this economy? Like 2 billion.
And I think it's nice that
I'm so hot again.
little girls. Like, because if I feel like it's nice for little girls, or I guess little kids in general, like to have someone to look up to like Taylor Swift and like go crazy for and admire and all that kind of stuff, and not like some freak online that like it's nice that like I feel like for a while there's been no sort of traditional celebs. Like if you like spoke to like a child like, oh, who is your favorite celebrity, they would say like Mr. Beast or like Logan Paul, whereas like now it's like the kids go crazy for Taylor Swift, who's like a traditional celebrity who's media trained and like safeguard is in place for like what content goes out of her. My only gripe with her is the capitalist shit and the blocking of a upcoming artist from getting their flowers.
Yeah.
And the fact that people, well, more specifically, and not everyone, but the rabid Swifties want to claim that she's like the greatest of all time just because of like I saw this guy claim, because there was a whole debate on Twitter, right, that Tortured Poets Department, which is her latest album, it was the album of the summer, and people were saying no, Brat is, and the Swifties were like, well, look at all these stats, look at the record amount of number ones she's had, look at the record amount of sales, it's clearly Tortured Poets Department. And then someone was like, no one is saying that they're having a Tortured Poets Department summer. You could say to anyone outside of like the Swiftie fandom, do you know what a Brat Summer is? And they're probably saying yes. Do you know what Tortured Poets Department is? They're probably saying no. It's just
I didn't even know.
Swifties buying the album, which is causing that, and she just has an extremely large fan base. And it's like they can want to sit there and like, economical gain is not equal to cultural phenomenon. Like, you can't compare the two. Like, what Charlie XCX has managed to do, especially as an artist who probably has a tenth of the size of a fan base as Taylor Swift, is incredible. And it's a shame that she didn't get her number one because Taylor wanted to release a UK exclusive version that blocked her. This woman loves to just have the limelight on herself, and she really can't let anyone else have their flowers.
Well, thanks, Lewis. I'm not a fucking Swiftie.
No. I said, I bet you couldn't go to the concert and have a great time.
Yeah, I know, but you just taken everything away from me by giving me all this information. Now I fucking hate her again. No, I don't hate her again, but
I don't hate her.
I just really I really enjoyed it.
I think you needed to go because I feel like I had a more like non-sway opinion on her, whereas you were like a...
I was just like, it's just weird.
Yeah, I
was
feel
just like it's weird that everyone likes her. Everything's very weird now, isn't it? But then when I did, like, because I was like obviously searching her up like loads afterwards and that, when I like videos kept coming up and like the people like marching outside to her music.
Oh my God, yeah, I saw that. I'm sorry, it's weird.
And then I was like, maybe I'm not a Swiftie actually.
Yeah.
Maybe I just kind of like her. But like, it's one of those ones, right, where you just need to go to like someone's performance to like.
You had exposure therapy to Taylor Swift.
Basically, yeah. That is exactly what I had. And it fucking worked, to be honest. And I would go again, and I would actually pay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I would.
That's pretty
Because
impressive.
I just need to get my black Swifties together.
I also like that, like, I bet you in the arena it's like such feel-good vibes.
That's the thing. It's such feel-good, like, wholesome vibes, and there's not a lot of, like, I don't know, like, everyone's just there to have a good time, and there to, like, just be non-judgmental and, like, this and that. Look at this.
Oh, wow, you got a friendship bracelet.
Oh, I made it, though.
Oh.
You're supposed to
trade, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking no one asked to trade with me.
Were you in a box, though?
Yeah.
No wonder, no.
But yeah, I would actually pay to go again. But I just need to like get my black Swifties together because I just need to like, where are you guys? Can we like make a group chat or something? Actually, let's not do that. But like, we'll go to the next one. I've got my other friend like was like, oh my God, it's my guilty pleasure. So I'm gonna go with her next time, I think.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. But I really like, and I only didn't know obviously loads of her songs, but I was like, and I was sober as well. I didn't even drink when I was there.
Really?
Yeah. I was still hungover from the
Because you wanted to experience everything in real.
No, really, and I wanted to really remember everything as well.
Did you have a standout moment?
Bejeweled, when she's sung Bejeweled.
Oh, yeah,
that was cool.
The whole world shimmer.
Oh my God. Like, honestly, I'm going to put in a video. I'll send you the video, Lewis. But like, everyone had like these armband things and it's got like the light on it. And then when she says like shimmer, like they all go shimmer. And it was so sick. Like the light thing is so cool. I don't know how like, it's like timed and everything. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The wristband thing.
Yeah, the wristband lights. Yeah,
I had that I think I had that at Coldplay.
Yeah. But they weren't timed at Coldplay.
Oh, sorry.
Were they? But yeah, 92,000 people in one place.
Yeah, that's
I've
insane.
never seen so many people in one place in my life.
It's literally crazy. The hold she has on such a large amount of people.
I'm halfway through her documentary to see if I like her as a person.
Oh, wow, you're really going in deep.
I am, because I feel like you have to, it's good to have this information as well, because you have to like be able to like, I'm trying to like get rid of like being a judgmental bitch and like being like, I hate Taylor Swift, I hate like Swifties and all of that stuff. Like I need to like experience it and then like, because that's what being a Swiftie is all about. Just like welcoming people, being lovely.
Yeah, that's lovely. The people are lovely.
I hope so anyway.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it. That's my Taylor Swift rundown.
She said she was going to go in with an open mind. She did, and she's come out converted. Exposure therapy works, people.
It does. Oh yeah, Ready For It was my favourite song. And obviously I stayed to the end because I had to see Karma. That's my favourite song.
Where's my boyfriend?
Man, that is such a banger. Yeah. Why did I write Theo James twice? I was really happy
really
about
excited to go about Theo James. Speaking of deranged white people fans, I feel like this falls in the same category. It ends with us. I went to watch it. Oh my God.
Have you read the book
No,
first?
I didn't read the book. It was one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
And I was watching a certain YouTuber and she was like, it ends with us was the most, and I was like, she's going to say worst film ever. She's like, incredible. I was like, girl, you need to watch some real stuff, because if you went to that film and thought that it was the most incredible film ever, I worry for your brain. It was dreadful. Blake Lively was shit as fuck. You know what? Actually, no, I'm being a little too harsh. So it's about 2 hours long. The first hour and a half is the worst hour and a half of film I've potentially ever watched.
That's a lot of.
I considered walking out. I genuinely was like, I whispered to Annie, I was like, I might leave, by the way. Like, this is really bad. Like it was like laughing at bad, but the topic of the film is so serious you can't laugh at it. So it was just like, do you know what I mean? Like, I went and watched Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney, and that was like, I laughed more at how bad the script was in that film than the jokes that were actually supposed to be laughed at. But you can laugh at that. It's a silly little film. You can laugh at how bad it was. This film deals with, like, trigger warning if you don't know, which is the other thing, which I now understand all the beef, because I was seeing all this beef that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, I think he's called, was having, and all that kind of stuff. But all the YouTube videos and TikToks with it were like spoilers. So I was like, I need to watch the film before I get into this beef, because I don't want to spoil the film. But I now get the beef because it's such a, like, the topics in the film are so heavy. It's about trigger warning, domestic violence, and have you read the book?
No.
And sexual assault.
I haven't read a book ever.
But like the way that they have promoted the film is like, it ends with us, chick flick, grab your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought as well going into it, because
the way everyone's talking about Blake Lively and her outfits and this and that, like,
so
it's like the new Barbie
heavy.
movie or some shit.
And I will say the last half of the film, actually, if they just focused on that last half and the way that was done, it would have been a really good film, because it gets really serious. There was some really, like, moving scenes. Like, there was a scene where, like, spoiler alert, by the way, if you don't want, we have timestamps. Oh, do you not want it spoiled? No. Okay, wait. Well, it's not huge spoilers. I mean,
no,
like,
it's fine.
Yeah. It was a really good scene at the end where, like, she basically has his baby, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna leave. I want a divorce, by the way. And he's like, what? And then she's like, if we've just had this daughter, and if we bring this daughter up and she came to you about all the stuff that you've done to me, like, what would you tell her to do? And he was like, leave him. And then she was like, exactly. And it was like, wow, moving. But the first hour and a half was goddamn awful. Blake Lively constantly, like, she did this thing where she was like, I was like, God, this isn't funny. Like, what is going on? And the outfits were insane. There's this one scene where she's like supposed to be in this like really sexy outfit, and like it's like the first time that like they're having sex, and she takes off her dress and she's in lingerie and then like over the knee length like fishnet sparkle boots, and I was like, that's
very
insane.
Taylor Swift.
It's so Taylor Swift coded. I mean, they are best friends.
Oh, okay.
But now I understand all the drama, because basically the Justin Baldoni guy is the director, so he plays the other main character.
Okay.
And he wanted it to be a lot more about like heavy on the serious topics, and like the original poster that he made, or not made, but the original poster that it was his poster was like a lot more serious. It was like black and white. It was just like, it ends with us. Like,
yeah,
it's serious.
as it should be. Yeah.
And then Blake Lively overruled it, and like it was like it changed from like we laugh, we fall, we make up, and it's like her with flowers in her hair.
Yeah, that's what I see in my head. I see pink flowers.
So that's why they fell out, because apparently she took over the creative control, made it a lot more lighthearted and girly, and he, not girly, but like girls' nighty. And he wanted it to be a lot more serious, which is why they fell out. But yeah, I've watched the film now, and I would rate it. I think maybe I was being a bit too harsh when I came into it, because I will say the last, as I said, yeah, I'd probably rate it a 3 out of 5.
That is harsh.
But like
3 out of 5.
Yeah, that's
okay.
not that bad.
Oh, that is
like I rated Anyone But You 2.5, so it was better than that. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
I would say watch it just so like you can get involved in the like cultural conversation. But like I wouldn't say watch it. Like if this was in a year's time, I wouldn't be like, you need to watch it. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like because it's topical, like it's worth the watch.
Where did you watch it?
Peck and Plex.
Oh, okay.
And these girls behind us would not shut the fuck up. I was like, oh my God. This is Peck and Plex is great for the price. But no one has any etiquette in that cinema. People just speak, and I have been problem of that as well, but people just speak the whole way through the film.
Yeah, as a kid going there and watching like kid films, manic, mate. Absolute mayhem.
I can only imagine.
Honestly,
the chaos.
like, what did I watch? That SpongeBob. Like, that's
people
one
running around. Like, I can only imagine the chaos if that is what it's like. It ends with us. Like, what it is like with like a cinema full of children.
Literally, like it was, manic, mate. No decorum in that place.
Oh,
Oh, do you know what's really sad? They're shutting down like all Surrey Keys bowling and
What?
Hollywood Bowl. Yeah, they've started taking down the Odeon sign.
no, it's
Yeah.
so cheap, that bowling place,
Oh my
Hollywood
God,
Bowl.
I love it. You know, like you can get two double shots. Have I
No,
said this?
I used to go there for pre-drinks at uni because it was like before a night out, like you could go and like sit there and it was like literally the cheapest place like anywhere to get a drink.
Yeah,
Like,
cheaper than Weatherspoons,
you
which
can
is down the road.
get 4 bottles of beer for something ridiculous like £9.
Yeah.
Like
You can get a double.
it's cheaper than the supermarket almost.
Two double shots of vodka with like all this like sweet juice stuff in a jug for £9 fucking pounds. 2 double shots. That's madness.
It's so cheap,
It's so
though.
cheap. They're so fucking rude, the people that work there. Though.
No, they are.
They're like 19 and just don't give a fuck.
No, there was 2 that were like literally like snogging while I was stood like waiting for my drink. I was like, "Hello." This was like
Hi.
2 months ago as well. So because I was like, I'm 25 years old, like standing watching 2 18-year-olds make out at the bowling alley, ignoring my order. I'm like, this is so humiliating. The only problem I have there is that anytime you bowl that, I walk away from there feeling like I need an everything shower. Like the bowling
Oh
balls
my
are so
God, yeah.
sticky.
They're disgusting. And you can feel like when you put your hands in, you can feel like
Yeah.
like all the dirt,
Like
just
that, those bowling balls have never been clean.
never been cleaned. Jesus, that place is one of a kind. But it's good.
It is.
Fuck. Oh my God, I might go there this afternoon.
What, to the bowling alley?
Yeah. Get some pre-drinks.
Your unemployed friend on a Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna go to Surrey Keys Hollywood Bowl.
Oh my God, look, a parakeet. It's so weird that you have actual parrots in like the UK, isn't it?
I don't know anything about any birds.
Well, that's a parakeet. Because it's literally a parrot and it's green. It's so weird. But apparently they eat the other birds.
Really?
Yeah, or they eat their eggs or something.
You know, swans are like really dangerous.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, they can kill you.
No, they can't. How the fuck would a song kill
Like
you?
they're like.
Do that again.
But like apparently they just like go for your jugular
Well,
because they've got really long necks.
what if you're going like this to a swan, like trying to square up?
Yeah, or like you go down to like pet one
Oh,
at like
yeah.
a swan in a lake.
Oh yeah, you don't do that.
I
though.
don't mean like
And then
they'll
you're gonna
run.
get
I don't
arrested
mean
for
like
killing it.
swans like run across a park to come for you. I mean like if you like bother a swan, like they can kill you.
Yeah, I would never go. Oh my God, especially when they got their kids and that. Fuck me. Scary creatures. Getting into the pop topics now. To start off with, Miss Beyoncé. Moving on from Taylor Swift. Miss Beyoncé is doing bits in the whiskey world, which is not something that I'd ever thought she would get into. But I feel like she is a bit random. Like, she done her...
Yeah.
she's doing
No,
her-
I feel like this is kind of on brand, like a luxury alcohol brand. Like she's so like to me, she just oozes like class.
Yeah, she's definitely not a gin-
to
pink
like
gin girl, is
release
she?
like a luxury whiskey. I feel like it's almost like and then like she's doing her whole like Cowboy Carter Renaissance. It's like
okay, yeah.
like it's very like but I just thought it was really interesting because obviously the girls were going to come for Beyonce before she even did anything because as a kind of rightfully so, I think people should. They're very quick to jump on like celebrity brands and call them cash grabs and all that kind of stuff. So Beyonce's whiskey brand is called Sir Davis, and she actually made the whiskey like a year ago and submitted it in the 2023 like to a bunch of like whiskey tasting competitions under a pseudonym. So like it wasn't the name of her brand. So it was a random fucking whiskey brand to all these judges. No one knew it was related to Beyonce. And it won Best of Class at the SIP is that the SIP Awards? The way that there are so many alcohol tasting awards is insane to me. SIP Awards or SIP Awards. Basically she won gold in 3 different separate awards for the best whiskeys. So it's fucking good. It's $85 a bottle, I'm pretty sure. Which is mid-range. I feel like that's the same kind of
Whiskey.
price as like
A Johnny Walker.
I mean, I don't drink whiskey, so like I A won't be buying it, or B I don't really have anything to compare it to.
I wonder what the notes are. Like, is it a smoky whiskey? Or
But the
a-
bottle's gorgeous.
Yeah, the bottle looks
Oh, that would
insane.
look so nice sat on a bar.
Yeah.
And I always support anything Beyonce does. So I mean, actually, that's a complete lie because I won't be buying this because I don't drink whiskey. But
But I do want to try her hair care as well, though.
oh yeah. Well, speaking of hair care, next pop topic is Serena from Love Island USA has just done a collaboration with Beyonce's hair care brand.
Oh wow, that's really
That is
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I wanted to speak about Love Island USA a little bit in general because I'm a big Love Island USA supporter, fan. We eat trash when it comes to the most recent series of Love Island USA. It beats any of ours. But the fame these people are getting is insanity. Like they just did a GQ, like PPG, like who are the main sort of characters from the series. That's like Leah, Serena, and Janae. Just did like GQ friendship test. Leah's on Cosmopolitan, Rich versus Rich. What's that? Rich versus cheap test. Where they've just done Hot Ones. They've just done.
Yes, I saw someone
like,
do Hot
they've
Ones.
just
Hot Ones is
done
crazy.
BuzzFeed celebs read your thirsty tweets. Like the press is insane what these girls are getting. Leah's just signed to UTA, which is the management that has like Alex Cooper, Emma Chamberlain, Megan Fox. It's like one of, if not the biggest talent agency. These people are so fucking famous.
And the amount of money that like you get in America for this sort of like when you get brand deals as well is like hundreds of grands.
So the winners were Serena and Cordell. I have a whole. Well, I'm not going to speak about Love Island USA too long because not to self-promote. I have a whole YouTube video coming about it on this weekend. So if you watch Love Island USA, because I know a lot of British people haven't, so I don't want to talk about it too long because it's just like, girl, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Tune into that. But the winners of the show were Serena and Cordell. Literally my favorite couple to ever be on any series of Love Island ever. I say on my video, Serena is the best person to ever be on Love Island.
Really?
Full stop, period. But at the very start of the series, like Serena's like to him, like, what's your long-term goals? And he was like endorsements. And Serena's like what? And he's like, I don't know, like Cheez-Its. And then it like cuts to her and she's like, he says his long-term goals is a Cheez-It brand deal. He's just done a whole collection with Cheez-Its. Like,
oh my god, that's so
face
good.
on the box, like
he's clever.
It sold out in 10 minutes.
Really?
But he's Odell Beckham Jr.'s brother.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Cordell removed. Oh wait, Tom said, look at the TikTok I sent you. You might want to discuss on your TikTok. We have live reporting from the scene. Literally just dropped.
Good at that though.
We have an update, guys. Tommy Fury cheated. The woman's come out.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Right, we're going to react. Should we live react?
Yeah,
Fuck Love Island USA. Okay. Shut up.
So me and my friends were out in Manchester and we actually met him one night. So basically, yeah, we were on a night out and we met this group of guys. I didn't really put like two and two together of who he was. Yeah, so then one of the guys asked for my Instagram, which I gave it to him. And then, yeah, we were like all together. But basically, after like looking at my phone and seeing his name pop up, that's when like I realized who he was. So obviously after I saw his name pop up, I was thinking like, what the hell? And then obviously I realized like who he was. But I literally have DMs and I don't know if I should put them out or not.
Giving us nothing.
So I was thinking whether I should make this video or not.
Wait, is that... Go, bring us the receipts or shut up.
Yeah, no, literally. Is that it?
Oh, damn it, I got excited for nothing. But
No,
anyway,
literally.
sorry, let's go back to Love Island USA. So, and the game was like, how many people have you ghosted? And he was like 100 plus. And everybody was like, oh my God, you're like a...
How do you know how many people?
Well, he was, that's what I mean. He was like, I've ghosted so many people, it's like 100 plus. And everybody was like, what the fuck? And he was just like, oh, well, it's just like, because people try to get to me to get to my brother. And everyone was like, who the fuck is your brother? And he was like, Odell Beckham Jr. And all the girls were like, because this was like a weekend and he hadn't said anything. And all the girls were like, oh. Anyway, so then this girl comes in at Casa Remote called Daya. Gorgeous girl. She's getting way too much hate. Let's not give hate, guys, because the Love Island USA people are getting insane. Like, they were all like crying at the reunion, being like, this is the most traumatic experience of my life. They had to do like disclaimers being like, please don't send any hate to anyone, because it's like,
that's so shit.
yeah, it's really bad. And like you go to the Casa Remote girl comments, obviously everyone
What's
loves
her name?
Daya, Daia. I think she might have turned comments off.
Oh, okay.
But like her hate was crazy because she came in for Cordell, who was like the favorite couple, and basically she had liked a picture of Odell Beckham Jr. and like commented on something, and then in the tweet game they exposed it.
Oh, they do the tweet game there too.
Yeah, and they exposed it, being like, blank has only come in for blank has only come in for blank because of his brother. We see you in the comments and liking all his pictures. Imagine getting that when you're in, like, I think that was too far. Like, I don't think they should have put that in, because imagine, like, you're already cut off from the outside world and now you just get a bomb dropped in that, like, people know that you're, like, people are discussing you, being like, oh, you're a clout chaser and all this kind of stuff. Like, that's so mean. That was so harsh.
That was harsh.
Wait, I can't even remember why I'm speaking about this girl. Oh, because now everybody is like in Odell Beckham Jr.'s comments, or like someone posted like a TikTok of Odell Beckham Jr. on the carpet, and all the comments being like, OMG, Cordell's brother. Like, wait, this is Cordell's brother. And it's like, that's like everyone's flip, because Cordell's so nice. He's so
that's
funny.
Really good.
Oh, I just it's just like the best cast reality show ever to exist. Like, all the girls are amazing. All the guys are either provide great entertainment or just really nice.
You need to just do a little clip on TikTok though, just being like, okay, you guys like won, because remember like the first TikTok you done was just like being like,
watching,
I'm gonna
yeah.
see
Well, I've got a
what
whole
it's all
YouTube video
about.
coming on
Yeah,
Sunday, but you need to do a TikTok, because
and just like close the case.
they really did the big one. Like, it was the best series of Love Island I've ever watched.
Oh my God, I'm gonna watch
and it's
it
so
and then talk
much
about
more
it in 2
better
months.
paced because it's on a streaming service instead of like a normal channel. So like they'll do multiple days at a time. So there's no filler. Like every scene there's a purpose to it. Like it's really well paced.
Yeah.
And also because it's shorter, so it's less like dragging out. Like, after Casa Amor, when everyone goes back to couple, it's just weeks of boringness. Like, there's none of that.
Oh, okay. Wow, they've got their shit on lock.
Yeah. But
so how long is it? Like, how many episodes do you know?
I want to say 30 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Because there's After Suns as well, but I didn't watch the After Suns because I was like binging it. So I was like, I don't need to watch this. So I think there was 30 episodes in total.
So 5 episodes a day, 5 hours a day. That could take me 6 days.
Yeah, I think I watched it in like literally a week. But they had a whole proper reunion, and like the people were crowding in New York, screaming, like going crazy.
Oh, not it being in New York too.
Yeah. But the reunion this week, and the reunion was kind of ass.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
everybody was just so fucking fucked up from the hate. No one wanted to say anything.
I just saw that girl getting onto the guy.
She's so annoying.
Why is she
Sorry,
annoying?
he's saying don't hate on them, and I'm like, she's so annoying. She's just, but no, actually, bless her. She's really young. She's like 22, and she was like gaslit for an entire series. But yeah.
They're all quite young though, aren't they?
Yeah, the girls are all quite young, but like some of them are like 20, 30, 29. But yeah, Love Island USA. We have an update. So we spoke a little bit a few episodes back that Alex Cooper was allegedly going to be signing a $100 million deal when she leaves Spotify, and it's just been confirmed she's signed a $125 million deal to go from Spotify to Sirius XM, which is like a radio station over in America. I know they do a lot of podcasts. And so her and her Unwell network have signed to Sirius XM for $125 million.
Madness.
Insane.
Madness.
That is so much fucking money.
So much money.
I
That's
can't even
mad.
comprehend how much money that is.
That's what I'm saying about, like, I don't think you guys actually understand, like, how much even Love Islanders are, like, earning. 125, and I've never even heard of the fucking, obviously not Alex Cooper, like the other.
Yeah, the other ones is like Madeline RG's podcast, Alex L's podcast, because they're all on the Unwell network.
Oh, okay. I wonder how much Alex...
Everyone's saying that the Leah girl from Love Island needs to get an Unwell podcast. Because she did Call Her Daddy, and it was like the number one most listened to podcast. Love Island...
Is she the one that was with Kanye or something?
Yeah, and she's got the one who can dress well. And she... Love Island USA is the most watched reality show on all streaming platforms in America.
Mad.
Coming from like, it did dreadfully bad for the first 5 series.
Yeah, I know, because like no one really spoke about it. People were kind of speaking about the French one, like the
yeah,
British one
with
is
Cindy and that guy. What's he called?
And
people spoke about Australia for the first few ones.
yeah, because it was mad.
But literally no one ever spoke about the USA one until this series. And honestly, just air the US version at the same time as we would have a UK version, because like. Why don't they should just do like the UK version, like a shitty little winter one? Because realistically, the UK Love Island is never going to be what it used to be. Because like just as every reality show or TV show or like movie franchise, like you do just gradually decrease in quality over time and people lose interest. It's never going to be the same. So just do like a dinky little cutesy winter one and then just air the US one at the same time it's airing in the US here, so we can all watch it in real time.
Because you guys are still going to get the money.
Yeah.
And you'll get more.
And you'll still get the viewerships. And if anything, you probably... They would have gotten more viewership.
Watching this right now.
But the only problem is, I guess, is that like they won't get the direct, like, because it's made in Peacock, so they'll just have to buy the rights and air it, so they won't get like the sponsorship money that they get. Do you know what I mean? Like the Google Pixel and the Boots money that they
Who
get.
sponsors
Maybelline. I want to say Google Pixel again.
Okay.
And
Boots.
there's another one, but I can't think one. But then the reunion was sponsored by Pizza Hut, and it was so fucking funny. They kept cutting to like after ad breaks. It was like them in the dressing room eating pizza, being like, "I wish I could bring this pizza on stage to eat and watch all the drama." And it's like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." Anyway, our last pop topic was Chappell Roan. Has gone viral this week because she made a whole video being like, can people please leave me alone when I'm in public? Like, don't ask me for a picture. I'm paraphrasing. I'm kind of probably over-exaggerating. Actually, you know what? We'll play the clip right now so you can hear it.
I need you to answer questions. just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, can I get a photo with you? And she's like, no, what the fuck? And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second.
Everybody on the internet is being like, this is not the job for you, honey, which I kind of agree with. I just am like, I just think it's very tone deaf for a celebrity. Because, listen, celebrities have problems as they are normal people, but just, you are in a very fortunate position in terms of money. And I guess not so much singers, because singers get worked overtime with like festival circuits and rehearsals and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of money and privilege, you are in an extremely privileged position. Nobody wants to hear you complain. Nobody wants to hear you complain about something so mundane as like people asking you for a photo. You have every right to have an issue with people coming up and asking you for a photo. You surely have friends. Voice note in a group chat. Like, the internet is not the place for you to come on and give your like rants about something like that.
I get it, but I don't, because like the thing is, I feel like she should, if her fans love her that much, then she should have the space where people, because people are fucking insane.
Yeah, no, and I
like,
have no doubt that she probably has had extremely insane experiences, especially with like how fast she blew up. People won't know how to act with her.
Yeah, so like seeing her must be, is she British or American?
American.
Oh, okay. Seeing her, like I can imagine people are like, and it's quite like quirky people as well, so I can imagine it's like quite just crazy. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Don't come for me if you're quirky, alright? So yeah, I can imagine they're just like a bit over the top, right? Like it's not like a book fan. Well, actually, they probably do read books. But yeah,
I just think like it's just like, I just think it's like really tone deaf to come online and complain to the people who gave you career. Like the energy is just rude.
Yeah, the thing is like it doesn't even make sense though, because why would you go up to a random lady? That doesn't even make sense what she's saying. But that's the only thing. I think her delivery is bad, but like she could have just been like more like, guys, like I really appreciate you guys coming up to me, but like, you know, like it's really overwhelming. So can you just...
This is what I mean, like, she has a point, the delivery was so wrong.
Yeah.
And, like, she has every right
Where are the managers?
Yeah, but, like, this is what I mean, like, she has every right to have the frustration with the fans and be like, oh my god, I'm like, this is a bad day for me, like, people are fucking pissing me off.
That's the voice note
Just voice note it, like, you don't need to go and complain to your own fans, being like,
that as well.
would you care if someone came up to you and asked for a picture? And it's like, well, kind of, because I've, like, spent... I'm assuming if they're big fans, potentially like upwards of like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for like concert tickets and albums to give you the career and place you are. I would kind of feel a little harsh because we have a parasocial relationship. I know you have no idea who I am, but one of the things that come with being, and she has every right to also not feel comfortable with that kind of thing. But I just kind of think maybe being one of the most famous superstars on the planet isn't the right career choice for you, and like maybe going a more... Like, I don't know, do a fucking seer and wear a wig that covers your face.
Just thinking of her.
I just don't think, her delivery was right. I think her point stands and, like, makes sense, and she has every right to feel uncomfortable, but the way it's, A, being delivered, and B, the platform it was delivered on perhaps wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And B, if you really feel this strongly, like, this soon into your career, maybe you should think for your own well-being if this is the right career path for you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Are we at the end of
Love is Blind?
Yeah, Love is Blind. So I did put on my TikTok.
I haven't watched the final wedding episode.
Oh.
Sorry. But you can spoil it for me.
Okay, cool.
Because I actually went to a Love is Blind event.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I met them all.
Did you? Actually, I saw them all last night.
Were they all at the next thing?
Yeah.
Maria, most gorgeous girl ever. Oh my god, her face card was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Moroccan girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
really? Is she tall?
She's like good tall. Like I say, your height.
Okay, thanks.
But crazily enough, in person, obviously Freddie is gorgeous. Freddie's a gorgeous, gorgeous man. He still was gorgeous in real life. I just felt like he was more striking on TV than real life. But Ollie was gorgeous in real life.
Ollie.
The one with Demi.
Really?
He was so hot in real life. Like, hotter than Freddie in real life. Which really shocked
I don't
me.
really see how that could be possible.
I thought that as well, but trust me, as someone who was there. Also, side point, Emily Faye Miller from Too Hot to Handle with Cam, who just had a baby.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a bounce back.
Oh, really?
From having a baby.
No, when I saw her when she was pregnant, she wasn't mega pregnant. Like, you know that pregnancy, I don't know if she looks like that all the time, but that pregnancy glow was glowing.
Okay, so Love Is Blind UK. Let's work our way. Let's do it in the order that they got married. So Stephen and the Irish girl. I can never remember her name.
Yeah, neither.
She's like
Let's get up the name.
They really were the most irrelevant couple. Bless them.
I know, but it's always the ones. But do you know what it is? I feel like they didn't they didn't really really base. You know, you always have that couple that they're gonna get married and they're so in love from the get go, and I feel like they didn't hold it strong enough, if that makes sense, or maybe like they just didn't get enough airtime on that. Like, no one did. Obviously, he met. Because they didn't show some people meeting their parents.
Yeah, I
found that was weird. Yeah,
and like Ollie,
because I saw parents, and I was like, I haven't seen you before, and I thought like, especially with Ollie, like, why did we not see her meeting the parents?
And Ollie said that Ollie's like best man was someone from the fucking pods, like someone who was on the show.
Like
that's because if you have watched Married at First Sight UK, you would remember Keisha, and I think he was called Kwame. And she on the home visits, he took her to a park bench, and she was like, "What the fuck?" It very much gives that energy, like, I've got a partner at home and I'm doing this on TV. Like, don't meet any of my family. But because also Tom, the guy with Maria, he was like, "Oh, my mum doesn't agree with the experiment, so she's not coming to the wedding." And I went. The girl I sat next to at the premiere was like, he definitely knew that he was going to say no to her, and was like, "Mum, don't come. This is really embarrassing." Sabrina and Stephen, right? Should we start with them? Because I feel like they have there's the least to say about her. Wait, actually, no, I do have something big to say about them. In their home visit, her mum was like, and kind of not just her mum specifically, but I thought it specifically in this moment, but a lot of the mums were, and not mum specific, but families were so intense to the partners.
Oh my
like,
God,
the
we'll
mum
get
was
onto
like,
that.
The mum was like, "Well, how do you, like, would you move over and stuff?" And I'm like, I get that, like, going to meet parents, like, you want to put on your best, like, impression to impress your parents. But if I was a parent meeting my child's partner, I would also want to make sure I put on a good impression to them, because I wouldn't want them to, like, start a family and based off first impressions, them think I'm, like, this rude, like, battle axe and not want to, like, be involved in, like, because you know how people always don't like their in-laws or have don't like their.
Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to feed into that? The only parent that I thought done it well was Demi's dad. He done the whole like dad
Her
thing.
family seems so nice.
Oh my God, her family seemed lovely. Like the whole like being a dad.
And Freddie's family actually. The sister was a bit intense, but like the mum was sweet.
Yeah. But the sister was just like being like a sister. I can imagine like that would probably be quite annoying, but like. Yeah, they were also lovely. But yeah, getting on. So Sabrina and what's his name? Steven and Sabrina.
Oh my God, sorry, he was hot in real life as well.
Really? No, he's very good looking. I really want to go to Belfast just to get that out of the way because it looks absolutely beautiful there. Yeah, they were just like, I feel like it wasn't. Yeah, it was fine.
Did they say at the end of the second episode that there was going to be a reunion?
No, they just ended it with what's it? That mixed race guy. That was with the
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's song.
They played that at the event as well.
Did they? When was the event?
Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Sabrina and Steven, I don't really have much to say about them. I feel like they could realistically work. They seem the most realistic to me personally out of all the couples. Yeah. I kind of get what you mean in the sense that like they were still having doubt because their like thing to get over was the geographical distance that he. But then they were also like, well, we're kind of just happy to do whatever.
Yeah.
Because if you think about, remember the most recent American version, there was that, like, they were kind of like ditzy, hippie vibe, and they were so in love. And it was like, Sabrina and Steven were kind of supposed to be that, but they kind of... They were just too all right with everything.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They were like,
very
easygoing. Yeah, that's fine. And it's just like, you're way too easygoing.
They should have been cut, one of the couples who got cut at the pod.
I know, yeah, sorry. So if you didn't know as well, that did we speak? I don't know.
Yeah, we said last episode.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so that's all I've got to say about Sabrina and Steven. He's hot, she's pretty. Realistically, she should probably move to London for 5 years and then they can start their family in Belfast to get best of both ways. There you go, sorted your life out. Next to get married was Maria and Tom.
Maria and Tom, yeah. So...
He said no because of expect differences that he said he needed more time to figure out if this was realistically going to work, which I get. I just find it crazy that the production forces them to say yes or no at the altar.
I know,
Like,
and
it's
I
so
feel like they
harsh.
should. I feel like they should like get like cards so they can do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they get swayed, like, and like. Do you know what I mean? Or they like act like it's cool. Or they act like they're really upset because like someone else has said yes or no. Or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they should do it at the same time. So say yes or no at the same time.
Tom was like, because Tom's point made sense. He was like, I'm not saying I don't want to be with you, but like we have had quite like clashes of like quite important things, such as if you're gonna work, we have children / what's going to be the deal with kids, bringing them up. Like, they are very important pillars of a relationship. And he's like, we need more time to figure out if this is something we can get over or not.
And you could tell that he was going to say no because what the fuck were those vows and like that speech? He was like, you're very beautiful.
Yeah, I felt so
and
bad
you look
for
amazing.
her.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What was your opinion on Maria's sentiment on the thing that she was like, I want a man to provide for me and get. And because she had their first tiff was because they went out for ice cream and she offered to pay, and he was like, okay, thanks, and she was like, that's like, you should have paid there. And everybody
but the other tiff as well was him like being the makeup thing.
yeah
That
was, he was saying that. But like, at least with that, he was quite open. He was like, yeah, I know I'm being judgmental, you're right, I should do that. Whereas he was like, I think this is a bit like insane over some ice cream, but she was like, no, like my opinion is my opinion.
I think like,
but I guess that's just a cultural thing. Like, as she explained, like that was the way she has been brought up, and that's what she, like, that in her culture, that is what is expected.
It's the same in a lot of cultures, isn't it? Yeah.
And like,
it's definitely not like in my fucking culture.
I especially also think the fact that she's lost her dad, like, it's
really
even more that
upsetting.
like in her culture, a man's position is to provide for you, especially if your dad is not there.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it. I think people were being a bit like, because I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, girl, it's ice cream, get over it. But it's like, it's not just ice cream, it's a lot deeper than that.
Yeah. It was like the first, like, because it was their first date. So it was probably like a bit of a test.
Yeah, well, that's because like he then said, he was like, I felt like I was getting tricked. Like, I like, it was a test that I didn't realize was a test.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
But
so I see it from both sides.
I see it from both sides, but I just, as he said at the wedding, it was like, just cultural differences, and maybe it's just that they shouldn't be together because of those, like, they expect different things in a relationship, which...
So they're actually not together and not working for it?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I was like, is there going to be a reunion? Like, we need an update.
Yeah.
I'm sure there must be a
There will
reunion,
be,
because there is a reunion on the US version.
Yeah, there definitely should be.
But yeah, I liked them as a couple, and I feel like... But I like them as a couple, and I think they complemented each other well. All that I will say, though, is... I think that probably the cultural difference is too much to get over. I saw a really interesting tweet, which I wanted to discuss. This just reminded me. I screenshotted it. It's about Love is Blind. So this person tweeted, unstoppable force meets immovable object. So like, unstoppable force meets immovable object. And it's Love is Blind experiment meets the UK's accent-based class system. And I was like, fuck, that is such a good fucking point. In America...
That's way too much.
No, so basically, her tweet was like, Love is Blind works in America because they're all American. Like, yeah, you have like a Southern accent or a Bronx, but like, they're not, like, there's not an inherent subconscious class bias if you're Southern or from the Bronx or just a normal American accent or like, do you know what I mean? Whereas... inherently ingrained, specifically people from down south view like a northern accent or a Brummie accent as like lower class.
Yeah.
And people made the point that Tom went for Maria over the other girl because the girl had like a really strong northern accent and Maria was more traditionally well spoken. And people were like, that's definitely why Tom chose Maria over the other girl. And I was like, fuck that. I never thought of that watching that like there's so many different accents in the UK that you have like an unconscious bias to and have immediate connotations that like it's not like Love is Blind. Like, everyone's not speaking the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck, I did not think of that. I was like, that was a really deep, interesting point from that girl. Like, how do you even think of that shit?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just dumb watching reality TV and people are really having, like, deep cultural takes from it.
Yeah. That was so much information.
Sorry.
I'm just like, okay, I need to rewatch this clip so I can really understand. So what we're going to do is I've asked people's opinions on Love is Blind, so we're going to attach people's opinions to each couple. So there was nothing for Sabrina and Stephen or whatever their names are.
Obviously.
So for Maria and Tom, someone said Maria and Tom should have broke it off sooner. That man is 50-50 to his core. It's scary. I feel like
in
he just
terms of the
doesn't really.
paying.
Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't really think about this stuff.
I don't know. I get. He was like, I don't want to bring my children up in a household where like the man's expected to pay for something and the girl's expected to not work. And I was like, that's not what she's saying. She's just saying like,
I think they just didn't understand and talk about it enough. But that's something that like Love Is Blind just doesn't really work for. Do you know what I mean? That's like time and everything like that. Because I guess like as well, like the way that she was more well spoken, maybe he didn't really expect. Well, actually no, he did know that she was Moroccan. But like maybe he just didn't put it into like, you know, the things that come with being from a Moroccan culture or whatever, you know? And these are things that you learn over time.
I personally think that they both have valid opinions and every right to have their opinions, but a relationship is not going to work between them because both of them have to, like, both of them, which they're in their right to have such strong opinions on this type of thing that there's not really a meet in the middle when it comes to something like that.
And the thing is, he's older as well, so it's like, it's not giving like I'm willing to learn. It's like, okay, I'm just going to find someone that is, sort of thing, you know?
I think they're better off deading it for their own, for both their own pieces.
Someone said Tom played the biggest game.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I feel like he was just so nothing. Like, it was just so like, it's like mouth barely moved, like, when he spoke. Like, he was just very like, no. I was like, give me something. And I think that's what Maria kind of missed as well. Like, no, as in like she should have had in the relationship. Like she needed something with a bit more oomph, like a guy that, okay, cool, if you're not like gonna be traditional like this, then at least give me some more of this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
give me something else in another department.
Exactly. And he was just very much like nothing. Like, I don't know. Oh, someone said Tom. Wait, is his name Tom? We're talking about Tom, right? Yeah, someone said Tom works in PR and is a clout chaser. Why has everyone got these opinions? I didn't get any of that stuff. No.
Can you be a clout chaser?
He's way too old.
That's literally what I was about to say. I was like, would you really care that much about clout at 40 years old?
I know. And his stiff-ass millennial TikToks are killing me. They need to stop.
He's kind of hot.
He is, but there's, you know, it's like that got the millennial pause and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to the next couple?
Yeah, next couple.
Demi and Ollie.
Oh, Demi was my favourite throughout. My favourite. She was just such like a very just like the way she handled all situations. Like for example, when what's that girl? Jasmine was getting onto Ollie. I really did not like that situation.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. I can't believe I was on the side of a man that everyone was getting on, but I was on Ollie's side. I was like, oh my God, why?
Yeah.
You all are like bored and have picked our relationship as the one that everyone's going to have an opinion on.
And
like,
it was rude, it was out of place, and you're not fucking Demi's best friend, so you need to relax. Like, it was very weird. She was doing way too much. I could see the mum was jumping out of her at that point. Especially
also because Demi has opened up like that she is a bit more of an insecure girl. It was so unfair for the group as a collective to jump on Demi and Ollie's relationship to be the one that they beat down, because she's already insecure, and like now she's gonna have, oh my God, maybe these people are right and all that. Because Ollie even said it like, I can't remember which one said it themselves, but they were like, she shut down on that honeymoon because everybody was jumping in her opinion. And as soon as they went back to the outside world, that she was like back to normal Demi. It was those people's opinions that were bringing her down.
And that's where she even said like she grew so much in the relationship, and it was like everyone saw how much she bounced back, and then it was like just pissed me off the way that the girls were just like, or like even like Jasmine specifically was just like, yeah, like you're really just yourself now. Yeah, she is, because
you're not in her ear.
Yeah, like you're not in her fucking ear, and in Ollie's ear. But yeah, I really did not like that situation. She just should have shush.
Yeah.
Loved Demi's family.
Yeah.
Beautiful bunch of people. And like Demi's dad was really nice, and it was just, yeah, it was all very, very nice, and you could just really see like she's just been brought up just amazingly. Getting on to the wedding though. So Ollie said no, she said no, she was given the choice, and she said no. She said that she's grown so much, and like this isn't something that she wants from a man, and it's amazing that she's been given the opportunity to do that as well. But this is what I'm saying about they should say it at the same time, because Ollie would have said no, and he was there like acting shocked.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have said no.
I think he would. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really know.
Because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter claim that Ollie's a clout chaser and like has curated his whole like energy and vibe. I can see how you can take that away from him. Like there was something a little off about him.
I think it's just like his like annoying jokes.
Yeah, people have been snooping. And apparently they went on their Instagrams, they went on a trip to Jamaica at the same time. So people think they might still be together. But then someone went through Ollie's following and he's like just followed so many girls. So it's like they're still together and he's a dickhead or they're not together.
So I saw on Twitter, I don't know if it's true, right? Because I tried to find TikToks about this. But someone said that Ollie was sleeping with Jasmine's mum.
That literally cannot possibly be true.
Someone said Demi going on TikTok and saying that Ollie was cheating on her with Jasmine's mum was not on my Love Island bingo card. No, someone's chatting. They must be.
Yeah.
So, because someone said that's why she said no at the altar, because that's what one of the producers told her. Oh, I low-key wanted it to be true for me too.
Yeah, I like Demi. The only thing I'm saying bad about Demi is that girl needs a stylist. Wearing like skinny jeans with over the length skinny pleather knee high boots. I was like, oh my god, this is straight out of 2017. Girl, where have you been? Do you not have social media? And like
like
a sleeveless blazer. Like I was like, oh
no, but that's
honey.
why I like her, because she's just like
she's just like doesn't
do you
give
know
a
what I
shit.
mean?
Like she's not there for appearances.
She's had to grow. Okay, opinions about them. If Demi didn't say no, Ollie would have still said yes because he doesn't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Really, I don't really think that he would have given a shit. I feel like, yeah, I not giving a shit, but I don't really think.
Like on the honeymoon when he was like, oh my god, I literally don't want to be here. Like I feel like he does. Like,
I feel like he just didn't want to be on holiday when he said, I don't want to be here. I think that's what he was talking about.
No, but I mean in the sense of like, because the person's like, he doesn't want to be the bad guy. Like when everybody was having an opinion on that relationship, it was because everybody was saying he was the bad guy. And he was like, I don't want to fucking hear this shit.
Oh, okay. I don't think Ollie ever really liked Demi romantically. She deserves so much better. I agree. I don't really think...
It's crazy that like you watch just that and like people just like have like that opinion and that's that. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like you just watch like imagine like someone watched your relationship and just has an opinion like yeah you don't really like him. And
Yeah,
it's like what can you do to like change someone's opinion?
Just like shagging like...
like it's insane. Like I'm sure if people watch the televised 6 months of mine and Tom's relationship, people would be like he doesn't even like him. Like like it's crazy that people can just no I say shit all the time, but I just thought that sentiment there that someone has like such a strong opinion like yeah he doesn't like her,
but I just didn't see a sexual I didn't see like a sexual connection.
No, I do get that.
Do you know what I mean? Like I saw them like more as like friend vibes. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why she said no, because like she didn't really like, as she said, like, that's not really what I want from in a man, because he wasn't giving her something.
No,
but
I do
just
get that.
obviously didn't have that connection. Jasmine and Bobby. Yeah, Jasmine.
They didn't really show their relationship.
No,
much.
we didn't like his cousins just were randomly there, and I was like, what about like meeting his mom? Like that's what I'm saying about that whole thing.
I liked her, but she, like she like really was mom like with me. Like some scenes I really liked her, some scenes she pissed me off. I found the whole fucking I found your music video scene hilarious.
No, oh my god, that was
That was so funny. And then she started playing the music video.
Yeah,
I was
I was like,
I would want the ground to swallow me.
I know,
up.
literally.
Yeah,
her mum.
Her mum, yeah, is quite crazy. But again, I think it's a cultural thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, like, if you...
Also,
I don't want to be mean, but, like, if you've had, like... I'm not a mum in it, so I wouldn't know. But, like, after 2 divorces, like, let your daughter do her own thing then.
I've seen her... I didn't read it all because it was so long and I'm not reading all that. But, like, her mum did a huge thing about, like, explaining what was her... But, yeah, it's a lot to get in a relationship with someone. Even if it is cultural, it's a lot to get in a relationship with someone whose mum's like that.
Well, he did.
Oh, they both said yes? Oh, I wonder... I think they were quite well suited. They seem to get along a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't really have much to say on them. Like, their main plot point was him... being a musician and well the main plot point was the mum. Yeah,
really, because she was like going into the wedding, she was basically just like, I don't really know, like, if I, because her mum was in her ear the night before the wedding sort of thing, but her mum seemed very happy at the wedding. So
this is what I mean, it is all for TV, like
yeah, it is, isn't it? The producers,
so they've got to make a show, so as much as like I'm sure the mum was a bit OTT and annoying in real life for Bobby, I'm sure it was dramatised to a point where it was like make it into a good plot point, because as I said, they weren't really giving any other plot point. They needed to make something a plot point. But I don't really have anything to say about them. Neither of them were that interesting as people, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, well, my cousin said... Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Well,
my cousin said Jasmine and Bobby won't last. I think she's too high maintenance for him. I kind of agree. Like, I don't think like there will be something where like he won't like be able to feed all like the things for her.
Yeah.
I feel like he is very laid back and like, but I also think like she does want to like, I don't know if it's traditional or what, but she does want to get married.
Yeah.
That's not how it. Like, that's how, this is the thing with the
I
show.
can see
though,
her
isn't
getting
it?
the ick from him.
Yeah.
Like, I can see her, like, because she was saying, like, oh, she usually goes for bad guys and, like, it's time to go for a nice guy. And
yeah,
he's, like,
see, it doesn't
a
work
bit
like
smaller.
that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can see in, like, a few years' time being, like, her, not cheating, but, like, being like, oh, I want to, like, see what else is out there.
Yeah.
Let's hope not, though, because we love.
We love
Benaya and no, not Jasmine. Benaya and Nicole.
Yeah, Benaya and Nicole. I just don't like. It's just.
He scares me. I'm sorry.
He's actually terrifying, that man. Someone even said here that they think that like he's like really controlling.
I
And
kind of see
I
that.
100% see
like
it.
it's like not coded. What's the word? Like disguised as a nice
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. 100%. And she's very like loving and giving, and like I love Nicole. Like I love her. I think she's pure. I think she's beautiful. I loved her parents. Like, I think everything about her like is just very like nice, and I feel like she is someone where she would. This is just such an opinion, and of like things I was just watching, but like she's just like she would get tricked into being with a nice guy. Do you know what I mean?
What did you think about when they met the Sam guy, and the Sam guy said that she tried to have sex with me?
I thought, why are you even saying that? The producers definitely told him to say that. But
Yeah,
like,
because she had made to him up the whole thing. Not made up. I meant she like was telling him about how her whole thing was like sexual encounters and all that kind of stuff is like very like close to her. Like she wasn't sexually active until her 20s. Like she doesn't just throw that about. So it was very convenient that. Oh yeah, she tried to have sex with me, and I shut her down when her whole sort of plot line up until that point was like, sex and all that kind of stuff is like is something I hold close to me.
But if anyone's gonna say that, it would fucking be Sam, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? So yeah, he's just so irrelevant. Like he's a fucking Zionist as well.
Yeah,
so
he's one of the
he can
worst
just
people to ever be on one
No,
of these shows.
literally,
Like-
his whole face just irritates me. He just looks like
Yeah, he looks like a cunt. Like
Yeah.
some people just have a cunt face, and he has that.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah, what irritated me about their relationship though was that why does she not talk about the fact that this man is homeless? This man literally does not have a home. Why was that not a whole like plot line sort of
an
thing
issue-
as well?
Why is that not a ring
Why is
issue?
that is the major issue.
Yeah, I couldn't be with someone who didn't have a fixed address. I'm sorry. Where am I sending my Depop parcels? Like, if I'm like where are we sending our parcels, honey?
No, literally. Yeah. So
I
someone
saw
said-
a picture of him though. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah,
Ooh,
wow.
Okay. No, he was really
before
good.
the hair grew out, and he was like a business bro.
Yeah.
And he was like in a suit with short hair. I was like, ooh. I was like, okay, Benaya.
Yeah.
Um.
He was saying Sam just wants followers. Sam is the most insecure, entitled weirdo ever.
Yeah, literally.
100%.
Retweet everyone's opinions because he. I mean, you need these types of people to create friction on a show, but he was up there with one of the most worst of that type that gets casted on TV.
No, literally. No background check on that man. Like, what the hell? Someone said, I love Nicole, but I do think Benaya forgave her too quickly and too easily.
Well, I guess about the thing that if it's
Yeah.
true that they had sex, which I think you have to take everything that man says with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but they didn't have sex.
No, but the whole she wanted to have sex.
And what's the issue with that? That's not your business. Like, if someone wants to have sex with this person, they want to have sex with this person. That's why I like her. She like shut shit down. Like, she was like, I don't even want to talk about that man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want my breath to be wasted on him. I don't want any more of our time to be taken up by that man.
I think if it came from anyone else, I would agree with that statement. But the fact that it was Sam who was saying it, I'm
I've
like,
got my seatbelt on still.
I think if it was anyone saying that other than Sam, I'd be like, yeah, I would have to dig a little deeper at that claim. But the fact that it came from his mouth, I would just have
But
to.
that's the thing.
I
it
wouldn't even
would-
want to give him the time and satisfaction that you're causing a rift in my relationship. Even if I was Benaya and I thought that that was true, I wouldn't want to give Sam an inch of satisfaction that you're causing like a disagreement in my relationship. I would
Yeah.
literally be like, I don't care.
Exactly, and it just gave me the ick the way that he just approached like Benaya,
Yeah.
and he just kept talking. He approached
And he
Sam.
kept going,
Sorry.
Are you gonna let me speak?
Like, yeah, like, shut up. Like, you're not helping yourself. Like, he didn't have, and he was like, no, I really need to. Like, he was like a bad bitch. Like, shut up. He was like, just
You ain't
bad.
bad.
Yeah, you ain't bad.
Finally, Freddie and Catherine.
Yeah.
What was the result of the altar?
Freddie said no, but he handled it very well though.
Classic guy.
Yeah. His brother walked him down. It was really, really cute. He looked very gorgeous.
Oh my god! When they went home, it was so cute.
Yeah, so cute.
And have you seen his TikTok about like? Have you seen? Has your brother reacted to him being on TV? And they were like, yeah, my brother has seen him on TV. Like he was so happy. I saw a tweet saying Molly May and Freddie.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I know Molly May probably wouldn't want to go with someone who's on reality TV again because she refuses to even utter the words Love Island. So the fact that she would go for someone on reality TV is probably not in her pipeline. But if she ever did, they would be a match made in heaven.
Yeah, they would. He's just so... Because he doesn't like drinking and going out either.
Yeah.
And that's why it would just be perfect.
What was your... I think she's getting a bit more hate than she deserves.
Yeah, I
She's
really
not
do agree.
inherently evil like
No.
Sam or someone.
Yeah.
She's not like... I think they just had different lives. Like, she was being a bit OTT with the, like, getting annoyed at him for making jokes. And,
Yeah, I did not like that. Really
that was a bit
irritated me.
ridiculous, but I just think that they just weren't suited as people.
But yeah, that was
rather
just...
than her just being a bad person.
And I do think, obviously, like, it's a show, so, like, the storyline was just, like, her, like, doing all, like, going out and being like this or whatever it was. But it just gave me the ick, like, how much, like...
She cared.
Yeah,
something so, like, trivial like that.
Yeah, I was just like, you're a grown-ass woman, why are we still talking about fucking... But yeah, so Freddie said no at the altar, but I really did feel for Nicole because obviously, like, as her being adopted and stuff like that and feeling unwanted and all of that stuff, like, I did...
You mean
like,
Catherine?
Sorry, yeah. Catherine, I really did feel sorry for her because, like, being like humiliated like that on
that is
up
so
there,
direct.
that's the only thing. But you know, so like all of that's a lot for her to work through. And
she needs someone who is not Freddie.
Yeah.
Like she needs someone who's
it's too much,
who's more
too
serious, more likes going out for drinks and meals and all that kind of stuff. Because
she needs like an Ollie, I think.
No,
that's why I kind of thought that her and Ollie were gonna get together.
I think she needs someone like she would have been good with someone like Tom, the one who was with Maria.
Yeah,
like she needs someone who's a bit
more
like
grounded.
I don't know if like, grounded's the right word because Freddie's kind of grounded. I just feel like Freddie's a bit playful and goofy, and she needs someone more serious.
Sorry, I meant grounded than Ollie.
Oh right, yeah. And again, I think she was being a bit of a I shouldn't say that word. She was being a bit unreasonable with some of the stuff, but the hate she's getting, I think just because everyone loves Freddie so much, it's so easy to jump at her. But I don't think she's that bad. Like, come on, guys, she's not like Sam.
Yeah, and I did like I like the way that Freddie handled everything as well.
Classic guy. I mean, he would just
guy.
he is husband material to a T.
He was ready to go on the show and get married.
Actually, no, he's not my husband material. I'm really sorry, and I applaud anyone who wants to be sober and all that kind of stuff. I just personally couldn't date someone who's sober.
Sorry. Catherine was mean, but I would probably get irritated too if my partner constantly took the piss.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like so easy to sit at home and be like, oh my god, she's being so unreasonable. But really put yourself in her shoes. And he was like making like, imagine like you're with someone who's just constantly making jokes all day. You would be a little like, shut up.
Someone said Catherine is the fucking worst. Well, she's not really though. Catherine is
watching
a
a show like
She's
Love Is Blind and
not.
seeing a character like Sam and your takeaway being Catherine is the worst is crazy.
Yeah, someone said
and it's kind of it's misogynistic.
Yeah.
Because like there was men on that show who did worse than what Catherine did, but everybody, but your opinion is Catherine is the worst. Like, come on.
I really didn't get that vibe. Like from the end of it, I just thought that it was like on both sides. Like they just didn't suit. I wouldn't say like that would not be my takeaway from the show.
Yeah.
But I guess like that's what it ended with. So
yeah, it's fresh in your mind.
But yeah, I think that's
yeah. It's been confirmed for series 2, so we'll be back.
Well, it needs to be more juicy. It needs to be more
This
drama.
is what I wanted to say. This is my one beef with it. Is that everybody was going, Love Is Blind UK is so much better than America. Like, oh my God, it's so good. And I get because people's sentiments was that, these people are more realistic, so it's easier to root for and watch. I'm sorry, I watch reality TV for insanity, not to relate to it. Like, I want these crazy people who I don't want to come across in my day-to-day life and can experience through a TV show. Because everybody was like, it's so much better because it's so much more realistic and reasonable. No, the whole concept of the show is crazy. I want these people to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, the American version, no one casted on the UK version has a touch on anyone like the insanity of Clay, the insanity of Chelsea, the insanity of...
Oh, bye.
What's he called? Jimmy. Like all those US people were so crazy, and that's why I loved the US version so much this year because none of them had any real sense of reality, whereas the UK version just felt very grounded.
It felt like Married at First Sight when it was like about the experiment.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
And there was
too
no
about
real
the experiment.
drama. There was the fact that we had no couple swapping and cheating.
Oh yeah.
Come on, that is a Love Is Blind
Yeah.
staple.
Yeah, no facts. I totally
They
agree.
need more crazies on the next series.
It needs to be less of an experiment, more of an actual reality TV show that's on Netflix.
But I guess that was our prediction when we went into it, that it was going to be not as crazy as American. And
Start off chill.
Yeah.
But then it's good to start like that.
Have you seen the Married at First Sight UK preview of that guy wearing false teeth?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was dying. That is such a good thing to see if you're.
I was laughing out loud at it. I was going like...
No, literally, that is so good.
I'm so excited for Maths.
Oh no, but
I didn't watch the last series because I think it was on at the same time as something else. Oh, Big Brother.
Oh.
But I'm gonna watch this one based off that.
When is it?
It must be soon if they've already done the first preview.
I feel like in the next couple of weeks.
Great timing for them off the back of Love Is Blind.
Like everything's coming. Like Love Island USA, Love Is Blind. Now we've got Maths.
Yeah.
Love this roundup. So good.
Right, what's poppin'? I think I have something. I think I have a song. I think I have multiple songs. I've really been listening to my music, guys. Well, as I said at the start of the podcast, Tems has been my soundtrack of the week. But I have a specific song, and it is called No Time by Interplanetary Criminal and Sad Boy. It's a very like a upbeat song. I've been listening to a lot of Yeet and Victoria Monet. How does it make you feel? Wow, that song is gorgeous. How does it make you feel?
Just want to say for the 10th time, I did interview her for Nike.
You did? And I guess yours, what's poppin' is just Taylor Bleeding Swift.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know if the song's called Delicate. I've got no connection here, but it's a song that goes, "Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it?" That's like the chorus. I love that song.
I've never heard of it.
Isn't it?
Anyway, if the people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok at Isla and Instagram at Isla Loba.
And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Looking for Lewys. You can also find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, Pop Off Podcast, or on socials at Pop Off Podcast. Remember to subscribe, rate the show 5 stars, and we'll see you next week for a brand new episode.
Ciao.
Bye.